We're Kyle and Kat, and today we're doing something that we've never tried before. But in the wise words of Shakira, we'd like to try everything.
Hello from the Hottentots Nature Reserve. This morning we are doing something called kloofing, which is essentially canyoning. We are probably an hour inland from the east coast of South Africa in the Riviersonderend River Gorge. It's going to be 15 kilometers. I think we have 5K into the gorge and then 3.5 in the gorge itself.
And that's going to be cliff jumping and swimming, and he has
All the
wetsuits
things.
for us.
And then we will hike our way back. It is about 8:20 now. We just paid for our permits at the gate, and now we are following our guide. You have to do this with a guide the first few times you do it. That's like required. And then after you've done it with a guide a few times, then you're allowed to go do it on your own. Obviously, we've never done this before, but this is a private tour. We're doing it through Pebble Sky Adventures. Our guide's name is Francois. He seems awesome. I think it's gonna be fun.
Woo! Let's do this!
Woo! How you feeling, Kyle?
Oh, I'm excited. Very excited. I got some really good poops in this morning, so.
I was trying to poop. Kat told me it helped if you jump up and down, and I was holding my coffee, and so I stuck it up and down with my coffee.
Needless to say, he made a mess.
So hopefully I won't poop on the trail.
Love that for you.
So there's already 1, 2, 3 groups in front of us out. So all that noise and walking, the chances are that we're going to see anything is like.
Are they ever in the water?
You're not really going to see any wildlife at the bottom of the nature reserve. I've been working here forever. I've never seen the leopards, like never, but they are here. We used to be a state forestry, but now the forestry is down that side. You probably drove past some of it up here.
I don't know, I like to push myself.
Yeah.
I'm not super, I don't like risk taking. I like calculated risk.
Yeah.
But I love to camp and I like to hike.
Yeah, so in South Africa, we're super blessed with all of those. Riviersonderend, so a river without end. And it runs down to Post-Kloofing Dam, which is Cape Town's water, or one of the dams that give Cape Town's water.
We're swimming in water that we might be drinking later.
Yeah, so be carefully.
Yes.
Up the jeep track there.
Oh, yeah.
And as we get to the little saddle there, as the jeep track disappears, we just turn right down to the river.
Wow.
Yeah. I think we have the highest natural concentration of edible and medicine plants in the world. I'm not 100% sure if it's 100% correct, but I'm pretty sure it's very close.
I've heard someone else say that.
So these are just a strawberry brunia. I actually don't know if they're edible or not. And she was saying, these are such weird little flowers because they remind me more of trees. The age limit is 12. So it depends. The oldest people, it's probably in their 60s. Even if they're fit, we find at the end of the day, they start struggling because it's such a long day. So they're fine in the beginning doing the kloofing, but towards the end of it, it's from all that jumping and climbing and swimming packs on packs off. Yeah, but you know, sometimes we find that that's what gets a lot of people, even people in their 30s, come to us and say, oh, but we hike a lot. And I said, the canyoneering has got nothing to do with hiking. Yeah, you use your entire body the whole time. So canyoning is the negotiating or navigating of a watercourse or waterway using specialized equipment but no watercraft. This is your watercraft, your bear. So if you stand here, there's Riviersonderend. So we're going to go down here, then we go into the river, climb back out, then we walk back onto this. So normally, say if we start say at 11, it should probably be done by 2. Okay. And then, but then you should have to walk back, so you only be back to the cars by 4.
I mean, that's the perfect little day excursion.
All right, doing our first jump. Right at the entrance of the canyon. Not even wet yet. Woo, go babe! Oh, she hit her face.
Fine, I can still get it right.
I'm left-footed, so I'm like trying to get my footing. How was my form? Wow, you don't even have to swim with these wetsuits. Go. Where we are! This is incredible! I'm not used to the wetsuit yet, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's the wetsuit's fault.
My ancestor Pocahontas would not be proud.
In fact, it aerates the water. So the water is light. This is small scale, but you might hit the bottom. You're going to go deep into the water. So if you do this without your backpack on, you might actually go deep into the water.
Oh yeah, wow. That's weird.
Oh, I hit the bottom. How is it? Ooh, it's a cave!
Snake!
I'm a gremlin! That's pretty neat. It's kind of nice to hug your backpack and then you just kind of float. Cannonball!
Wow. That's fun.
I think I know where we're going to jump. This rock right here is very convenient.
I can see the way.
Oh, there it is.
Ask to drink, skin, but it's very bad for the other thing. So we don't rinse the wedges out as soon as we have
A little, oh.
Nice!
That was awesome. Hello?
That was a good one. Yeah. Oh, there it goes. There.
Oh, it's down. Yeah.
Down.
It's going down. Bye.
Yeah, I lose hair ties all the time.
Okay, baby, I'm gonna toss this down to you. Is that okay?
Yes!
Not my best.
Oh, I'm excited.
Oh, cool.
You should
You
go.
wanna go next?
No, you go.
I'm trying to save your suit.
Kyle!
Okay, guys, so this one is very straightforward. We just want to jump. If you know the water's boiling,
Yeah.
just over that boil. We never jump into the white water of the waterfall itself. Because in winter, so flush with floods and full water, it brings down a lot of debris like your trees and trunks. Because the water's aerated, it gets trapped down there. You gotta jump into that, okay? You might go deep down and then hit one of those things.
Ouch.
But you don't know. But this one is safe.
Great. Why is this one kind of freaky?
Because it's smaller.
No, we're good.
Yeah,
We're
you're
strong.
so good. Good. That's awesome.
Wow, you can hear it echo.
That is crazy.
Wow, I love all the grass growing off the sides. Ooh, what happened there? Can you get a shot of me doing that? Okay, run. Is this where snakes like to hide? Huh?
Not today.
Okay, that's enough.
Wow, and it opens up.
Oh, that's gonna be so much fun. So he said to put your heel there and then slide your butt off of that little booty hole.
It feels so funny. Okay.
You can do it.
No, so talented.
Ready?
Gotta lose the helmet. It's only a little higher than that first one.
Like I said, always remember as well, when we can't see the cliff face underneath us, it looks higher than it is, like a bridge.
Sure.
When we can see it, it looks a bit lower. Well, bring the foot back. Oh, yeah. Stay put. Now you can move your one foot from there.
Yowza. You did it!
Nice! Woo! That was sexy. The thing is completely full of water. Woo! All right, we're on our way out of the canyon now, and it's quite the scramble through these little rushes. I'm a little further behind because I stopped to film all this gorgeous beauty. Those pink flowers are called Five Sisters, and it's pretty neat.
I call it bamboo because it looks like.
Yeah, Cape Bamboo.
And it's very sturdy. It was a lifesaver up that first climb.
So you can grip onto those, they're quite sturdy.
Oh, wow.
Okay, cool.
All right, so we scrambled out of the canyon. Now we've got about a 2-hour hike back to the car.
I think it's Heinz.
Heinz? It like ketchup?
Yeah, like German.
Heinz?
We had a lot of German tourists.
And what was the other name again? Fritz. Some days he's Heinz and some days he's Fritz. It's giving Jekyll and Hyde a little bit.
After filling our bottles one more time in the super healthy water, we made our way back and found a nice place for dinner to debrief on our experience.
So we just did the most exciting and incredible thing ever, but it was so much fun.
It was so cool. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was, what did he call it when we went through the sliver, the slot canyon?
Yeah, once we got down in there, it was like Pandora. It was so
Felt like a different world.
cool. And the water was perfectly refreshing.
We're both exhausted. It was a 7-hour trip.
Worth every minute. That would have not been fun had we gone without a guide.
There were times you weren't sure which way was the safe way, which way the
Yeah,
path
or
went.
like, you know, you had to like slide off a rock into the water, but there was a big rock under the water that you couldn't see to the right. And I'm like, thank God he knew that, because like otherwise you could get really hurt.
Yeah.
But he said people lie all the time and say they've done it before so that they can go alone. And I'm like, that's so dangerous.
I would not want to go alone.
This gorge has 2 primary kloofing routes. The first is Suicide Gorge, which is a lot more intense and it's longer. And then the second, he said he thinks it's more beautiful. It's the Riviersonderend, but it's a lot easier. And I say a lot easier. It still was like,
Scrambling at times, and you could
I
lose your
was out
footing.
of
And
breath a few times.
Okay. Struggling?
And like a
And that
7-meter
last
jump is no joke.
that jump was scary. I was
Yeah.
scared because there was no other way down, really. He could rappel you down, but I think that'd be more scary.
That'd be worse.
So I just had to cut off my brain and just do it. And I slapped my hand really hard on
He
the
did.
ow.
Why did you do that? I think he might be bruised here because this is a little swollen. It smacked so loud that there were like 4 or 5 other people in that final canyon, and we were all like, ooh, ow.
Yeah.
And granted, we were in wetsuits, so being able to
Yeah.
slap.
I mean, that protected my
Yeah,
whole
I
arm.
think your whole arm would have been
It would have
hella
been like
bruised.
red right here.
Takeaways, would you do it again?
I would do it again, but that last jump, I don't ever want to do anything higher than that. So I found my limit today. Because also he said that one of the first jumps was 5 meters.
He
Lies.
lied. He lied
was
to
like-
not freak him out.
That was like 3 meters. But the last one, this is like twice as high as the other
Well,
jumps.
and it honestly, it did help me because I was like, oh, I've already done 5. And then we got out of the water and he was like, the first one was like 3. We were like, Francois, sir.
Rude. But after that nice long jump, we got to eat our lunch, swim around for 30 minutes.
And take off the wetsuits.
That
I
was
was
nice.
very grateful for the wetsuits.
Yeah.
And I would recommend them because they give you a sense of bravery and safety, because like they will absorb some of that impact.
And also, like, if you tripped and fell onto a rock, you're not gonna scrape your knee.
Yeah, but it's a wetsuit, so it started to feel a little bit claustrophobic. So it was really nice at the end of the tour to be able to peel that off and just swim. But it was very refreshing because it was also very hot.
I don't know about you guys, but when I am in a location so beautiful like that, I can't help but just be in awe of the world that we live in, of creation. And I find myself worshiping and just feeling so small. Being human, we're so tiny.
And also very reasonably priced. I mean, before tip, it was $208 for both of us. 2 people for a 7-hour private tour, all rentals included. That's bananas.
Yeah.
And I felt very safe with him.
And he provided sandwiches too.
Yeah.
We'll put his link in the
Pebble Sky
description.
Adventures. I think he has like a couple guides that he'll bring on for like big tour groups, but it's just so cool to also know that we're supporting a small business.
We highly recommend going. It was unforgettable.
Yeah.
We'll remember that our whole life. And
I kind of want to do Suicide Gorge.
Okay, and at that, we will say goodnight.